Go for it, yeah.
What's that?
Can't drink 30 beers in a night, I'll just settle for 20.
What's that? Is that a growth mindset or is that a...
No, that's a negative mindset.
Oh, negative
a growth
mindset.
mindset to say, I can do this. If it takes me all night, I can do this.
And how did that go on the weekend, huh?
It's going all good until Sunday. Then we stopped.
Righto, guys. So let's have a little chat about growth, like a growth mindset versus a fixed mindset, and try and put some things into context. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So, so a growth mindset would be something that, like, they see a challenge and an opportunity to learn. So, what would it be a fixed mindset on that inside the gym?
Just avoid the movement. Come to the coach and say, look, I can't do double unders, so I'm just going to stick with singles instead of saying, right, I need to practice these. I need to, even if it's scaling back to doing one double under, one single, instead of just saying, nah, I'll just do singles. And that's probably the commonest one you see. People are just too scared to take that leap to the next level.
Yep. What about believe they can learn to get better at anything? So what would be a fixed mindset for that?
Just being happy with what they do now and not trying to challenge
I'm not good enough
forward.
to push that next level.
Yeah. So
Not believing in themselves.
Yeah. Not believing in themselves. Yeah. Embrace effort as a path to mastery.
These are all human traits that are like, if you think back to the caveman times, doing something that would challenge you, doing something that challenges you and makes you uncomfortable, like that's not a safe option in the end. Like if you think back to when humans were first created, the brain response is to keep you safe at the end of the day. And you think about it, these days and times, any sort of challenge is a road for growth. So if you come into the gym, your brain is still hardwired to pick the safe option to keep you alive at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's perfect. That is perfect.
We've just got to learn from it, and we've just got to, like you said, that's not wired into us. So we've got to learn to.
But there is
build.
different characters who will never ever go for that growth. They'll always stay in the how do you change people's mindset? Like you see, people are hardwired.
But
a big
we go
growth.
back to that. Everyone's got a choice. You either can
Yes.
live in your own shit pile, or
But
take that step to get a little bit uncomfortable.
It's a big
We're
step for a lot of
all
people,
like
and it's a hard one.
hamsters, right?
Oh, I love the hamster wheel.
We're
Love the hamster wheel.
toddle along. It is our choice, and it is not easy. I'm not saying it is easy, but taking that step to break that cycle, to get off that hamster wheel, and to make that change.
Oh yeah, 100%. It's
Flip that mindset.
and how good will you feel when things come up positive?
And when you start
achieve what you
to
want to
achieve new things, it's like going for a new job. You could sit in your same job for 10 years or 50 years because
Well, a good one is for you,
you're
Emma.
comfortable, right?
How did you feel about changing? You've had a massive career. Oh, that would have been a nerving experience.
It was nerving, it was shit scary. The whole, like I've moved plenty of times, that's a challenge in itself, but then it's like, you change a career to do something that's like complete end of the spectrum. You go from,
Better your life.
yeah, that's literally what I kept repeating to myself in the end goal, like, why am I doing this? To better my life and give myself more opportunities. I miss my other job, like the brain side of it, but you think about the lack of opportunities and how negative my mindset was getting because of the limiting choices, and it's like, I don't want to go down that path. So pick the harder option, but reap the rewards, I guess.
Yes, 100%.
But yeah, there are plenty of studies done on how just starting to change a positive mindset, how you can rewire your own brain. If you're such a negative person, how little positive changes can like start that development in your own brain, and you just start looking for positive outcomes anyway. Like,
Small steps.
That's right, it's not about making a big change.
Making
overnight.
life decisions,
It's those
life changing
small
decisions.
steps.
Sometimes a little thing like walking in the door thinking, oh, that's not for me, it's not for me. I used to have the same thing when that did CrossFit. I said, oh, it's not for me, I'll just go for a run or something. Like, why would I pay $50 when I can just do exercise outside? So it's not until got the push that message wants to buy it that, right, I'm going to get out and give us a go now. And look at it, 8 years later, and can't go a day without doing it.
Come in after night shift.
Dead set,
4 hours
tired,
sleep.
on a good day. So I think sometimes you've got to take that leap of faith. It might not be a massive leap, but even the small little steps. And just what's the worst that can happen? It didn't work out. Like I could have just done it for a couple of weeks and it's not for me. I'll go back to what I was doing, but gave it a go.
A good example of that is Cassie in the yoga recipes. She joined up, she wasn't joining up, she joined up, she did the first on RX. Every workout she said to me, I think I'll just do a scale this time. And every workout, what's holding me back? And I think workout 2 was the pull-ups, 100 pull-ups. And I was like, I think you probably could if you gave it a crack, but she's happy not doing pull-ups. And I think she was into the 15s, so she must have got 10 to 15 pull-ups out.
Yeah.
And then the last workout, I can't do double unders. I don't even try them, I can't do double unders. And yes, I think she got out 40 of the 50 double unders.
I think double unders is a massive head block for people. I'll try it once and I can't do it instead of.
Because it's just a skill.
It is. It's a skill that like it's a ring muscle.
Every single skill is a practice.
You're not gonna. No one's gonna walk in, grab a rope.
But it all comes back to that whole like, if you're not failing, you're not gonna grow.
Yeah, that's right.
You know,
We've all had to fail to be where we are.
fuck no.
Plenty of times, right?
There's been the odd chalk bucket and bloody skipping rope tossed out the door. But
Cry a couple of tears, get up, give it another go.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right. And you've got to be okay with failing in the way that you try again. Good example here, I heard someone once say, I think it was in a book, and it said when toddlers learn to walk, when they fall down, they don't just give up. But somewhere along the line, we have grown that mindset of, I can't do that, so I'm not trying again. And if we were wired with that, kids would walk, we would have walked today. But it's getting back up, giving it another go. I tell you what, my toddler, 10 times a day, I say, no, don't do that, mate. And he gives it another go. So no matter how many times you fail,
A good
it's just about
example
having a good
is
go.
Rob Marlowe. I've never seen a bloke be able to fail 10 reps at a heavy lift and then get the 11th. Like, that is just sheer determination.
yeah, but I see that in Rach too. Like she's like the only one I know that can like fail like a heavy push
Yeah.
press on that log, and I'm like,
I'm gonna
nah,
drop
she's
it
done.
down. Yeah.
And then fucking boom, it's
Yeah,
up there.
like-
Like just having that.
That mentality to do that that's impressive.
Yeah.
Like I'll admit if I fail 2 or 3 times, it's just not gonna be today. I'm gonna go another way.
But you're still going to give it a go another
Yes,
day.
yeah, I'm
Like,
not
it
gonna say
doesn't
that.
matter
That's it,
if
yeah.
you
But having that willpower that they show, it's pretty phenomenal.
I think and that comes back to like to be inspired by the strength of others.
Yeah.
You know, that's another thing that we need to look at instead of maybe having that mindset of like, oh, they're too good for me. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. I
and being a
think-
bit like threatened because they're better or
Yes.
you know.
You should look up to someone who is doing a movement better and say, right, that's where I want to be.
Like that's the standard and
Yep.
fucking give it a crack.
Yep.
Even
And
if
you-
it's sorry.
You go.
No, it's alright.
You've also got to take into mind what work we've put into it
Exactly.
to get there.
Yes.
Like, I can't expect to just get up and flick out 10 ring muscle ups if I don't put in the work.
No, 100%.
What were you saying?
Oh, just the self-confidence, self-belief. Someone's doing, I don't know, if someone decides to do the guy's weight, go heavy in a workout, and you're like, well, I've only ever lifted 12 kilos, push it to that 15. Like, you're going to fail a few reps, but you're also going to get a few more than you would.
Yep. And it's amazing how much it improves your mindset and everything. I can do this.
Yeah, because then the next time a workout comes up, you're going to be like, fuck, I'm not using the 12, I'm using the 15.
15, is easy.
Right, should we wrap that up, guys?
Yeah.
Bloody good chat.
Wow.
All right.
Good chat.
For those that are still stay tuned, thanks for listening and give us a like, share,
Share.
fucking oath, love it. See you guys.